After you've gotten your tilled or you've plowed your land how it's supposed to be done, this is subject to how your soil is. There are some soils that need deep plowing. There are others that need shallow plowing. There are some even others that doesn't need plowing. So if you're sure that your soil is loose, because the purpose of plowing is to make sure your soil is loose. Now you need to come to a very critical point, which is now that determines now our planting session, because in watermelon we are into session. We've prepared the land, we've plowed the land, and now we want to go to preparations towards planting. And before we plant, we need to know our spacing, because we have, in our example, we are using furrow irrigation. Other farmers may be using drip irrigation, others may be using other types of irrigation, maybe sprinkler irrigation. In my case, I'm using furrow irrigation. So to the furrow irrigation, one, you need to check the spacing from one furrow, which is this one, to the other. You need to know which is the spacing, and this is very critical. Remember, the furrow, or where I'm starting, will be the bed. This is where the watermelon will be sleeping. This is where the fruit, your big fruit, will be lying. So you need to give them enough space so that they can get to grow bigger, and also they can get to spread well. So you need to check at this space. This space is very important. It's as important as the furrows. So the first thing is to make sure from one furrow to the other, what is the spacing that we make. And in my case, I've been changing from, in our previous training, we were doing 2 meters. But this time around, I've changed to 3 meters. And the farmer's meters, I'm using my steps as meters. So 1, 2, 3. That is the bed that I'm making. And from one furrow to the other, that is what I'm doing in order to have a good spacing. So that the watermelon from this side will come up to this point, 1.5 meters, and the others will come to 1.5 meters. Then you can increase them to 4 meters. But remember, the bigger the size of the furrow, the smaller the spacing of your watermelon. For example, if the spacing of 3 meters that I'm done, I'm leaving a spacing when making the planting holes that I'm making, I'm making them at a spacing of 40 centimeters from one hole to the other. Remember, this is the preparation, and we need to prepare well for the planting. So the spacing from one hole to the other is 40 centimeters. The 40 centimeters is brought in by the spacing that we've done, and we've done a spacing of 3 meters. You got that right? If it is 4 meters, the spacing goes up to 30 centimeters. From one hole inside the furrow to the other is 40 centimeters. Is 30 centimeters if the spacing is 4 meters. If you decide to do 2 meters like I was doing in previous season or in other episodes, now you increase the spacing from 40 centimeters to 60 centimeters. That is the difference, and that is what I wanted you to get right. So when you select the furrows and you come with your tractor and you make the furrows and they are at a good depth, you remain with one purpose alone before now towards transplanting, that is blocking the furrows. And that is our biggest lesson that I want to show you. Already here we've blocked the furrows, and we also broke them into space. As you can see, this one, it is in 1, 2, it's almost 2.5 meters. 1, 2, and you see? And also there is this one, which is 1, 2, 3. You see? Different furrows are blocked in different ways. What is the why do we block them in different ways? There are some furrows that can go up to 6 meters. It's all because what determines this is how flat your land is. Remember, we are coming to fill this with water. So how flat is your land? So depending by the flatness of your land, some furrows will be even 1 meter, some 2 meters, other 3 meters, 4 meters, and also 5 meters. Others can be even 10 meters. If your land is very flat, once you pour your water, it will be uniform in the furrows. Make them as long as possible. But in my case, I'm doing 2, 3, 1 meter. I'm not doing more than 3 meters. And blocking is very simple. You block from one edge to the other of the furrow. Remember, you did the tractor plowed, so blocking is just heaping the soil in the middle of the furrow. This will prevent the water from flowing from one edge to the other, and this makes that the furrows that you made are already flat and can hold water for the longest time possible and uniformly. Uniformity is what we are looking for. So those are the preparation. This is the final stage of preparing. From this, we apply manure because we've made holes, and from making holes, we apply manure, we apply fertilizer, and we come to the final day, which will be transplanting. All these episodes will be showed here. I'm going to guide you till the end of it. This is our second season, and I don't know whether you've watched other episodes. I've done the first season of watermelon farming. This is the second season. Few things are going to change, and more skills will be applied in this season. Make sure, if this is your first time, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe so that we can continue learning together. Bye.